Are we good? Is the internet back? Test, I guess. We're gonna keep on cruising. Regardless. Stream connection's still unstable, but we're gonna keep going, I guess. Keep my eyes peeled for the internet. If I could shrug, I would. Shrugging in real life, I promise. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. Alright, well, with the sacrifice of one of her siblings, we've escaped. Headed off to the next zone. Hog gang, not tied down by poor internet. +2 defense. We're going back home. Thank God. Grab it. Whew. There's not a lot of food to be working with, though. I think I'm gonna pass over this area. Eat what I can, but head to the next zone. Let's see. Let's see. if this round doesn't work at all, then I might play a different creature. See how that works. But, thank you for stopping by, Mox. I hope your night's going well. Hope the day's treating you well enough. Wish I had much to say, but it's been a quiet day, and I'm also not the most energetic I've ever been in my life. We're making it work, but I hope the day's treating you well. Quiet days are pretty good. Yeah, it's preferable. You know, we'll make do, especially with as big plans as we've got coming. We gotta keep it easy. Had a chat with my partner the other day about keeping our blood pressure low regarding recent events. Recent events in our life. Gotta take care of yourself. Don't worry too much about shit that ain't your business, you know? Bottle of water. Massive blood sugar crush because you forgot to eat. You gotta eat. It's like the third best thing about life is eating. That's okay. I got that ADHD. I know that feeling. Food here sucks too. Suburbs is looking pretty good. Me too. Eliminating threats, or we suffer them. Definitely why I have to kill the dog. There's no food. It's so much easier to play this game as a carnivore. Fuck. I could have taken that hippo on, I swear to God. Would have been so easy. Okay, nothing here. I have a hearty chicken breast. That's okay. That should help. Get the hog gang back together. By God, that means surviving. Hi, dear. Oh, there is food here. I just can't see it because it's raining. I wonder if that's why I was... Ow! wonder if that's why I was struggling so much before. It's been like a year since I played this. I sincerely wanted to do more, but you know how it is. Woods is polluted. Or no, we're going to suburbs. Keep it in mind, suburb. See food below. Ah, food up here. Glad I came up here. Finally, we're a boss. We get the good ladies. Get to make powerful children. That's what we're all about here. Making powerful children. I don't want that to be attributed. I don't want that to be a thing that I say. Realizing that I don't know how to carry myself this late at night. The last time I've been up this late, I think, was for the 24-hour stream almost a year ago now. I still have to schedule a second one. We'll see when that happens. Fuck. I gotta get out of the house and do more shit. Now it's not happening anytime soon, so. Thought that bike was a fucking wolf for a sec. Alright, we almost own this territory. Don't know if I want to. As long as food in the next area over stays plentiful, we should be okay. Find the correct mate. Kind are you? Not sparkling, but you're a strong contender. Oganzaka's polluted. That's great. Not near it, particularly. Hunger's getting low, though. I might have to make do with whoever I find next. I'll have that chicken breast. Please don't be a bad mate. Please be a good mate. Thank God for water. Like there's more food up there. Bad mate. Fuck. I gotta go find the other one. I gotta get fast. I gotta be the fastest fucking hog on this planet. This trot is too slow. Everybody should speed up their hogs. God, fucking speaking of fed up hogs, I've been watching those hog racing videos. I know that sounds insane if you haven't seen them, but they take these, I think they're Japanese pigs, and they're some kind of funny breed. They have waddles, like little dangly bits off of their chins. They're always flopping around in a certain way, kind of like how a dog's ears are, like a floppy-eared dog, specifically, I guess. As they race down, you can kind of keep track as the pigs get older. They'll just slowly outgrow one another. Some of them much faster than the others. But that doesn't necessarily result in them being better at racing. If anything, the fatter ones seem more prone to, like, getting distracted. Which is honestly kind of funny to watch. There we are. Gonna save the game here. I don't know. It's fun to watch an unconventional animal race. I know it's not like the most unconventional thing in the world. They're just kind of weird dogs at the end of the day, aren't they? But, oh right, I forgot saving brings you to the main menu. Continue. But it's fun to watch them flopping around, running. Strongly recommend it. The guys in charge of it will build these cute little courses for them. But there are very specific things you need to keep in mind. Like, these pigs don't have a good enough attention span to do a full, like, U-turn. So they will... If they have to go around a significant enough bend, they have to make it really wide and block off the course so that the pigs don't tumble over the side of the ledge. Sometimes a race will go on a little bit too long and they'll stop to scrounge in the dirt. Like about the Leagues of Pig? Yeah, I think so. I'm glad you know of them, Jimmy. I think I've followed their Twitter for like a year, but I've only watched the video like last week. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. Fuck, I wasted so much time that Chibi Suburbs is like picked clean. Did I just go back? No. Can't go back. I gotta muscle through it. Yeah, the pig racings. It's so fun. It's I don't usually care that much about animal racing as a concept. I think I would, but I haven't seen people make it in a way that's like entertaining enough for me to care. I don't think it really takes that much. I probably just haven't looked, but find aerial gardens. What? Where's aerial gardens? Few suburbs. I'm there. Maybe aerial gardens are in the pits. Maybe. Guess I don't watch dog racing. I don't watch horse racing. And anything else, I guess, hasn't been entertaining enough for me to care. Not that I've ever searched. But pig racing's cute. It's funny to watch them stumble over each other. I wish I had a nicer way to put it, but they're silly little goofballs, and I love them. Naturally, I'm drawn to the ginger one, but they're not a winner, really. It's one of those things. One of them in the last quote-unquote season does not have its head in the game. It is consistently last every single time. I think it has ever... I think it's won one race. I think that's what the scorecard said. It, like, ever. So it's not a killer. Not a killer pig. But oh, they're so cute. So fun. Watching them tumble over each other is heartwarming. Probably not for good reasons, but you know. Okay, the strategy just changed, everyone. Oh, we're so good. Until we find food. You are gazelles. Okay. We tolerate gazelles. Yes, the production quality is excellent. They put so much effort in. They change up the course significantly over time. It's not just the same thing. Uh-oh. Polluted. That's not good. Low visibility, that's not good. Yep. Stop before I can call for more. Go ahead and have that crow. Welcome to it. That didn't actually get me food back. This fabled aerial gardens. Oh. We'll find some mushrooms in the sewers or something. Maybe this will take us out of the smog. Something down there I don't want to deal with. Crocodiles, of course. How to be a sewer croc. Oh, what a blissful experience that could be. A Lacaean. Doesn't matter, I'm not allowed to find out because I'm losing health constantly. Where am I? Sewer's huge. Christ. Make better use of this over time. Didn't even know this was down here. Heavily toxic water. Okay. Party, I can handle that. Food. Halt stamina loss so I can keep jumping. Yeah, I know I'm hungry. No. No vegetation down here, unfortunately. The station should be very well stocked. Oh. That is a bear, right? Food. Food. Oh, thank God. And I wasn't even a veteran hog yet. Had to survive. The plucky youngling. Had to survive by the vibrance of my youth. Toxicity is really bad here. Gotta head to Dogenzaka, I think. Water buffalo, that's fun. Don't know what you are. Pigs, my people. Alright. Bolosaurus, welcome in. Hello. Missed this game? Oh, you know about this game! Oh, I'm so happy. Nobody knows about this fucking game, but as soon as I started streaming it, I found people. Oh my God, it's such a good game. It's such a classic that nobody gave a chance when it was current. There's no way to play it outside of this otherwise. I'm sure there's a ROM for it somewhere, but God knows it wasn't ported anywhere. That was the biggest, that was the biggest crime, really. Or as Spores Creature created. Yeah, it is. It's fantastic. It's fantastic, and it has no right to be, because it's frankly very stupid. Oh, challenge completed. Still never found the aerial gardens. That's okay. I'll admit, I've never gotten very far at this game. The first time I streamed it was like a year ago. I seem to only be doing it about once a year now, if my record's going. I started it because hogs are my special animal here, and I never unlocked them. But I also just never got very far. Streaming is a good incentive to do that. I've gotten better, not much, but I can survive a double-digit number of years now. Pet food, thank God. Come on, little hog, just keep pumping iron. Proverbial iron. By eating. You have to get huge, or the ladies won't care. Oh no! Oh no! I shouldn't have started that fight. That was my bad. I shouldn't have started that fight. Oh. I could have done better than that. That was entirely my fault. I was high on my britches. But yes, I don't think this game even has anything resembling a spiritual sequel, and it so desperately deserves it. Locked on this old console. No way off. Nothing like it. Gotta do something for this game, man. It's too good. We're gonna play Guy mode. Can't just rely on buying. Well, it's like the store's down. Some gens of PS3 can't get it. What? I didn't know that. Shit, it's even worse than I thought. I was just gonna say that, like, you can't get it with the store being down now. I guess you can, like, I don't know the validity of that. I think they reneged on that a little bit. Can't remember. Really is just like such a unique experience. You can get it once. That's it. Oh, I can't give him clothes. Damn. I can give him headphones. Post-apocalyptic man, you get to listen to some tunes while you survive. Like hidden games like this, recommend Pitball. Tell me about it. Sell it to me. I haven't heard of it, but that doesn't mean I'm not against it. It's one sports game set in the 23rd century. It's only a matter of time before that becomes reality, really. No rules. Some teams can even summon goddamn asteroids. Fuck. I don't usually dig on sports games, but if they're weird enough, I can kind of find a reason to, you know? Basically just basketball, but the ball is made of pure energy. Is it, how do I word this? I don't know how to word the words in my head, so I'm not going to. But consider be curious. I'll look it out. I'll look it up. Pitball. Yeah, okay. Cool. Give it a shot. Eat 10 animals and take 2,000. Head for Shibuya Shop District. I guess I can hurt these precious baby chicks. I don't like that I have to, but you know. Features Al Michaels for some reason. I don't know who that is. You a sports guy? I'm probably about as out of touch as you can get. So any tips are helpful. Oh, he's the Rumble Man! Oh shit. Oh, okay, that's exciting. Especially since he's included for no reason. To be fair, if I had the budget of a game studio, I would do my best to get him involved for no reason as well. It's there are a few people known for hyping people up quite as well as he has. With that one line. Shaped generations, I swear. Alright. And I've completed all my challenges as man. Destroyer of animal. At least for this period of life. The uniquely 90s, 2000s. Yeah. So many things are such... I hesitate to say period pieces because it's hard to describe them as art, but they are. They're so unique and nothing comes out quite like them, and if it was made now, it would be too absurd to sell unless it's referencing something that people remember. That nostalgia is a very powerful drug. It's hard to beat that. But also, sometimes it's not worth. That's up to the, excuse me. That's up to the cult fans to participate in. Important for nostalgia to be a selling point without being the entirety of the content. Yeah. There's a lot of cases where it definitely oversteps that boundary. Granted, there are a lot of people that make nostalgia a very important part of their personality as a whole. And those are the people that tend to drive the markets like that. It's a little awkward to say. It's not an attractive thing, I'll admit. But it's common. And it gets increasingly more common over time. With my generation specifically, I'm sure others feel the same way, but as I'm entering my 30s, I find that a lot of people I grew up with are hopelessly enamored with things that simply can't be found anymore. Nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing wrong with the feeling. There are things that are wrong with expressing it. Not expressing. There are things wrong with the way that it's manifested. Usually at the point of like forsaking quality and longevity for the sake of scratching that kind of short-term satisfaction. Nostalgia is lovely. Everyone wants to go back to the times, but sometimes you gotta let it go. Marvel, please. But if there's any hope, I think it comes in the indie scene right now, where PS1, PS2 are seeing a spiritual resurgence in aesthetic and gameplay styles. We've kind of moved away from that path of game development. I think people realized that it was more important than they thought. There was an experimental feeling to it that's been lost. I hate to say that the experimental feeling was all that important, but kind of was. Do I get in here again? Up top? Uh-oh. I gotta keep moving. Dying. Some stuff is old enough to be too old to be preserved. That's a little heartbreaking. It is, but sometimes they gotta go. Some stuff is only getting preserved because someone with money decided it was worth purposing. Yeah. I mean, looking back in history, there are a lot of things that exist almost exclusively because some rich person saved it. And I'm not going to say that sometimes it isn't just pure philanthropic effort, because it can be. There are plenty of cases where some rich person decided to save something just because it was important to someone else, be it, you know, a single person or a culture. But man, it's rough. It's rough. There simply are a lot of things that we can't enjoy because they've just been lost. But as I go back and I play old games and such, read old books, watch old shows, I remember that a lot of them, it's good to have knowledge about them. They're not worth rewatching these days. Not really. God knows. 60% of what I spent my childhood watching on TV wasn't worth it. We're not gaining any new insight into the human condition by trying to archive every episode of G4 TV from the mid-2000s, right? Not that anyone's trying, but someone might be. All information is valuable at some point, but I think we're entering into a stage where a lot of people want to save everything at any cost, and that's impossible, really. Disappointing as it is, it's impossible to save everything. I would... My gut instinct is to make a passive, maybe passive-aggressive reference to Marie Kondo and the idea of minimalism, but it seems like even she gave up on that as well. Which, if you didn't know, surprised. The woman famous for minimalism just doesn't believe in it anymore. Not to the degree that she, you know, proposed in her book. Which isn't a bad thing. People change, people grow, and find, you know, new things that are important in their life. But very funny. Very funny that the one that changed how people think about it is just can't keep it up. But I think a lot of people are also very aware of the strange things that we find in life that change us and wanting to save that. But there are a lot of cases where we all kind of need to realize that the fact that it changes us doesn't mean that it's important in the long run. In a lot of cases, it's you know, right place, right time sort of situation. At the end of the day, if anything would have done it in that place, is it really all that important? I say this as someone who was previously a diagnosed clinical hoarder. So giving things up is not exactly my cup of tea, but it's also kind of something I have to make do with. Something they'll have to learn. Sucks though. Sucks shit. Hate it. Not happy with it. But it is what it is. You learn to give things up a little bit easier when you're drowning in it. But you also learn to appreciate the fine things you have when you're not afraid of letting it get scuffed up or damaged. There's a video I found a little while ago called, I think, Why You Should Use the Fancy Things? Something like that. You know, not the most profound thing in the world. The video itself wasn't even all that interesting, but I think the preamble in the first maybe 5 minutes of the video were moving enough. The rest of the video didn't do anything for me, but the first few minutes were enough. But I think I changed my mind about the way that I preserve a lot of the nice things that I have. particularly gift. I think a lot of people forget that when you acquire something, be it one means or another, just kind of leaving it resting on a shelf for the perfect moment always results in it just being left alone for God knows how long. In the same vein, I used to be the person who would farm every item of an RPG and save it for the final boss and then never use any of it, making everything unnecessarily difficult for myself. I don't really do that anymore. I save some things, but I can't do that anymore. At the end of the day, a sword's made for killing, and if it's on a wall for too long, then it gets sad, I imagine. I don't think I want anything that's under my control to be sad, as silly as that is. Not being allowed to do your purpose, whatever it is stifling. Imagine it's in the same vein as people who have something they love to do, but they're kept from it through societal reasons or health or whatever. Certain unfairness to it. So I drink the powerful fucking potions when I don't need to. And I use all of the consumable items that I don't need to. And when I face the final boss and I'm underprepared, I slam my face against it until it ends. I remind myself that I wouldn't have gotten there with such an easy time if I didn't use everything. I remind myself that I wouldn't feel as good about myself if I had made it to winter without wearing the nice jacket that my partner gave me, even if it did get scratched a few times in the process. I remember that I wouldn't feel as good looking in the mirror if I didn't take the time to buy nice t-shirts that I'm not afraid of, like, scuffing up. Because if it gets too bad, I have a story to tell. And every time I look at the weird scars on my hands and remember how many times I appreciate, recounting those tales with people, I have to remember that that applies to all the things that I own as well. Every time someone shares an interesting story with me about how they got a weird scratch here or there, I know I always appreciate it. I imagine other people get it from me too. Part of what drives a lot of your design philosophy. You kind of incentivize the user to use stuff more often if you make it too cool not to use immediately. I think that's a big part. I think a lot of it also comes in this perception of value on a philosophical level. I don't think it's terribly common with people in our age group. I don't know how old you are, Volosaurus, but I have my assumptions. I know that you're over 20. I assume you're over 20, rather. But, there's a not insignificant number of people that truly do appreciate something just because of it, the perceived, expensiveness of it. It's not a word. Perceived monetary value. And getting past that, getting past the belief that respect can be earned through monetary display, is something that a lot of people need to work on these days. Sometimes you just gotta kind of go with the flow. You gotta wear the nice things that you'll feel good. When you feel good enough, you get yourself more nice things and you feel even better. And God knows we weren't put on this earth through some deity or meteorite for us to have a bad time. When I was hoarding, I certainly didn't feel like I was letting myself do that. So, wear your nice things, eat your nice food, talk to your best people. Remember that you are your best accessory. Have a good time. I can reveal your exact age, but your very first video game was Doom. That's fair. It could have been mine, but it wasn't. But it wasn't. No, I think my first was Galaga. It wasn't new. It wasn't new. It was... When did Galaga come out? Fuck. I don't think it was new, but it was not terribly old. Eat a hearty chicken breast. Increase maximum food pool. Hunger bar. 1981. Okay, yeah, I was not new. It was not new for anyone. It was the first one that I ever played. I think. Shit, that might not even be true. That's the earliest one that I have memory of. That might not even be my first. I don't think I ever beat it either. I should beat Galaga. Be fun. Be a fun stream. Finishing off the first game I remember ever playing. I know it's very much just a fucking arcade shooter and doesn't really have a real end, but I don't know, maybe it does. A lot of your pack rat hoarding tendencies come from growing up with limited means. I was never in a position where my family was desperate. But we were frugal. And for good reason. And I think that's where it came from me as well. You know, we were never the ones that could make snap financial decisions. We were okay. But we were there was always this risk of being on the edge. I think that's where it happened to me, and it blossomed into mental disorder. Yay! As if we don't already all have that. Rest in peace, guy. I couldn't get you out of the toxic zone. I ate too many bad mushrooms. But yeah, no. Growing up with less than average means can really fuck you up quite a lot. Permanently. It takes a lot of time and a lot of introspection to come back from that. Loading at doing art. What'd you miss? My internet cut out. Internet cut out for a minute. I died too many times as pig, so I played as guy, human. I got pretty far. We talked about philosophy and using the things you love. And try saber-toothed tiger. If I die early or too easily, or I get bored, I have another game to play. I gotta keep up for another couple of hours, so we're gonna see how we do. Oh, we're so slow. So slow. There we go. Ooh, big bone burst just from full chicken. Blows my mind, the original Metal Gear was loosely inspired by the original Wolfenstein. A first-person shooter, there was an older Wolfenstein stealth adventure game. Oh my god. I didn't know that. Wolfenstein feels like an ancient franchise in a weird way. probably the, you know, subject matter, but I don't know. It just kind of feels like it's older than time in a weird way. The wolf boss. Anote line. Alright, I guess I'm headed that way. Sippy. Oh, I only have 10 hunger. Ooh. I really can't go long without eating, huh? Be a problem. Very powerful, though. Alright. Good there. Right, how did we get here? We were talking about classic games, that's right. I don't know. Present. Camisole dress. Lovely. And look hot for my next mate, if there even is one. I'm a prehistoric creature, I don't know if I do. Pretty sure I'm strong enough to beat the dog boss, though. No doubt about that. The movement speed of a historic creature. Yeah, it feels like it. And a stomach the size of a walnut. Oh, finally something to test my skills. Duh. Fellow prehistoric creature. There we go. I have a lot of health, but a tiny stomach. Yeah, I bet you didn't have pigs back in your time, did you? Delicious. God. Looking at the clock, I don't know how well I'm gonna keep up. I got a fair amount of time to cross, and I'm already feeling sluggish. I did no training to make sure that I could stay up in time, so it's flying by the seat of my pants here. I gotta get my partner to the airport today. I gotta do it. Even if it's hard. Hey, meaty jackal, that'll do. Cooling solution. My tracking phone. I am using a webcam. Sorry. Just using a shitty old webcam. I wish I had a tracking phone, but that is outside my means right now. So it's competing with every game I ever play for power. My model is... My model's great. I love my model so much, but it's also one of my my artist's earlier models. And I think we came into this without fully knowing all of the possibilities that a model could have for expressiveness. So I don't think I'd make use of a lot of the more advanced features anyway. I want to someday. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. The hardest part is affording it. And I don't know when I get that. Excuse me. Just how it goes sometimes. I look at a lot of friends' models and look at the way their mouth moves, and I think, whew, that's good stuff. But also having a model that doesn't have that same degree of impressiveness also allows me to hide how fucking sleepy I am. Coming up February, I'll have been doing this for 3 years now. Not VTubing the whole time, but a couple years. Maybe by the 4th anniversary, we'll be talking about a new model stuff. I think about it a lot, especially lately. The overlay is great. I love it a lot, but I also think it's time for an upgrade on that front too. Having the money's the hard part, though. I don't have a job, let alone the income for that sort of thing. So for my hobby, I gotta put money elsewhere. And this is just a hobby for me. I can't really afford to do more than that. I'm almost there. I'm almost to the wolf boss. I think I can handle them. Bunch of chimps. Oh, there's a boss. You can do this. Hey, wolf boss, come take a look at a real predator. There it is. Got him right there. Easy peasy. Alright, monkey, you escaped the wolves and me. You get to live, but your family can't make any such promise. It's only 1:30. I should have taken a nap. Fuck. Didn't really get to. I meant to go pretty much right up until I had to go, but sorry, Mox, it wasn't enough. Still so sleepy. Ugh. I was gonna sit tight and stream until it's time to go, but also I might end early and maybe lay down for a minute just to see if I can get a second wind. But also, my partner wakes up in 40 minutes to get ready, so I don't know if I even have all that much time to. Feel it out. We'll vibe it out. All right. Cruising. Doing alright. Feeling fine. Took the time to pick out a small playlist of podcasts to play as I drive back from the airport, which is like almost an hour. Okay. Just to, you know, keep me up. Water buffalo. A worthy opponent. Hey, you get back here. God, he's so fast. Shit. There it is. It does want me to change generations, which means I do get to mate, but I'm also not boss rank yet, so I can't get the best mate, so I gotta keep eating an astounding amount of food. Dear God. Yeah. Chance. There it is. Yeah, I know I'm hungry. So close to boss level. So close. Babies is taking Shibuya Woods. Ew. Glad I'm not down there, I guess. Ah, and where's all the animals? There's one. Yeah, there we are. Now we're a boss rank. There we go. Mark our territory. Find our mate. See what saber-toothed kittens look like. Yeah. I am tired enough, I might, after that point, to sign off and rest for a minute. Almost there. Have to survive. And rest my eyes for a few minutes. I'll be good. I haven't had much caffeine at all for maybe about a week and a half. I think I had 1 can of Coke and that's it. Pretty low for me. I'm hoping when I have something on my way out or my way back, it'll work for me. Hoping it won't mean nothing. Hell yeah, average female. Come with a Chad like. Nest is in here and it's too big. Or I'm too big. Means I need to go find food and run the other direction. Black buck will do. Gotta Make it to the nest. I got a little oh no, I didn't get a little bonus hunger. I lost max hunger. Why? Hold on. People do. There we go. Got a kendo mask. Pretty cute. Almost there. Was the disappointing mate. The low tier mate. This is the first prehistoric creature to listen to Andrew Tate. There we go. Alright, that I'm gonna quit. Tate mate. Yeah, it sure is bad. It's sure bad. I can't wait until he fries the frozen food market. Love me some Tate mate. There it is. All right, we're gonna turn off the system here. Thank you two for joining me. And anyone in there who may not be chatting, that's okay. We're gonna see if there's some sorry soul to raid, and I have my doubts because there rarely is this time. Right? There is. Hell yeah. I think we're gonna go right over to Norwegian. Is a pretty chill snake. Playing Cyberpunk 2077. I started typing the game into the raid channel menu. I should get some rest. We're gonna raid over. I don't have a raid message, so I guess just give him some love. Treat him well. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm so much more tired than I thought I was, so I go rest. Have a good night.